the one thing you need to do to be happy and free ever. And there is a price. There is a price for getting something like that. As human beings, we've always wanted to find happiness and find freedom, and we don't know how. And you have to understand how humans work. We are basically emotional beings, and we just want to avoid pain. Everything that we do is just to avoid pain. If we're feeling empty and alone inside, we get in a relationship. If we want to feel validated, we lose weight or we dress a certain way. And that's just to avoid the pain of rejection or being alone. And you can never really, truly feel happy if all you're doing is avoiding all that. Avoiding all these things by using the outside to cover it up. So if you do get, that relationship, or you do make that money, to feel validated or anything, that's just something that you're using to cover up your pain. What people really need to do, and what I've done in my journey, is I've sat with the most intense pains, and the most intense pains are so painful. And last night I sat with one of them, and it was so hard. It's been burning for about a week, and it was so hard, and it was just something that was so painful. I was thinking all these horrible thoughts, and I didn't want to be there. I really did not want to be there anymore. I did not want to be in my body. I just didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how I could keep doing life like this. But I understood the one thing is that to be free, you actually have to face the pain. You have to do whatever it takes, because whatever the situation is, I can go and try to make it better, but it doesn't matter because I'm just covering it up. When really the real answer really is to just be with and be alone with all that feeling, to not be afraid of it. And as hard as it was for me to sit there with my feelings, and as hard as it was for me to just be present, and my body was shaking, and you will feel a burning. I felt burning. I felt my hands and my feet numb, and it was difficult. But I can't manipulate the outside world to make that feeling go away. And so I sat with it, and I sat with it, and I cried. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, it wasn't sudden, but I prayed, I surrendered, I asked God to give me mercy, to help me. And that's what it is, in a place of trust, in a place of surrender. We have to relax into this pain, we have to accept it. And I cried, and I blew my nose, and all of a sudden I was okay. Because that's what it is. On the other side of your pain is your freedom and your ecstasy. And for human beings, for us to truly be free, we have to embrace the pain, we have to welcome the pain, we have to be okay with the pain. And when we can come at it, when we can come at life from that place where we don't need to manipulate or change the outside anymore, to be free, then we can definitely, and that is when we become free. That is freedom. We're never going to be free if we're in pain, if we're avoiding pain, if we're doing our life to avoid pain. That is all we have to do, is face the pain, embrace the pain, and almost welcome pain, because it's our comfort zone, is all the avoidance of pain, and we can't change until change is uncomfortable, and pain comes with that change. So pain is the price to for freedom, and if you're willing to pay that price, well, welcome to liberation.